Once upon a time in a jungle, deep in the heart of the wilderness, there was a sparkling river that flowed through the tall trees and lush foliage. The river was the lifeline of the jungle, providing water for all the animals to drink and play. One day, when the sun was shining brightly in the clear blue sky, the jungle woke up to a shocking surprise. The river had vanished. All that was left was a dried-up sandy bed where the water used to flow. The animals looked at each other, confused and scared. No one knew what had happened to the river. Suddenly, a loud bark echoed through the jungle. "Don't worry, everyone. I've got this." He pulled it, and water whooshed back into the river. The animals who had been hiding nearby watching the confrontation came out of their hiding places and cheered. "We all learned a valuable lesson today. To show our appreciation, we want to give you a special present." The hippo looked confused. "A present? What do you have in mind?" The lion and the other animals exchanged glances. "You're officially banned from the river," the hippo gasped. "And always remember, teamwork makes the dream work. But without water, how am I supposed to make my spa?" The animals all burst into laughter. Hip hip, hooray. The river was full again. "I was just taking a bath," she said innocently. "A bath," Sherlock Bones exclaimed. "You stole all the water from the river to fill your pool? You may have solved the mystery of the missing water, Sherlock Bones. But how are you going to solve the mystery of the water park you reopening next week?" The dog's smile faded. "Water park. I haven't thought that far ahead." The lion raised an eyebrow. "Where will you get the water from?" The dog laughed nervously. HH. No comment. "You're a selfish hippopotamus." The hippo shrugged. "My skin was dry, bro. I needed some self-care." Lowa Bones shook his head. "Selfish and lazy. You should share the water with the other animals instead of hoarding it all for yourself." The hippo rolled her eyes. "Oh, you know what? Fine. I admit I took more than my fair share of water. But I was trying to make the best mud spa in the jungle. It's not my fault the river went dry." She gestured to the empty pool. "We'll see. I even put in a little waterfall and some underwater speakers to set the mood. I was going to charge the other animals for a day pass, make it a real business." The dog trotted towards the lion, wearing a life vest and goggles around his neck. "I'm investigating, Your Majesty," barked, holding a toy magnifying glass. The lion raised an eyebrow. "You're a detective now?" the dog replied. "Official jungle water inspector. Self-promoted." The lion sighed. "All right, you win. What do we owe you?" The dog smiled. "Just call me Sherlock Bones." The animals were in a panic. Without water, they couldn't survive. The lion, who was the king of the jungle, roared loudly. Who stole the water? So Sherlock Bones set out to find the missing water with the help of the wise old parrot, who could see far into the jungle. They followed the dried-up riverbed and searched high and low, but there was no sign of the water or any clues as to where it might have gone. Just when they were about to give up hope, Sherlock Bones spotted something unusual. A little way ahead, nestled between some rocks, was a big muddy hole. He sniffed. "This looks promising. Hold on, parrot. I think I have a lead." He started digging in the mud with his paws, and after a few minutes he let out an excited bark. "Eureka, this is a doggy paddle pool." At that moment, the hippopotamus emerged from the hole covered in mud. As the hippo talked, Sherlock Bones noticed a small lever hidden under some rocks. The lion approached the hippo and said, "Well, that was a close call. But thanks to Sherlock Bones here, our water crisis is solved." The lion put a paw on Sherlock Bones' shoulder. The animals all stared at him, realizing that he had tricked them into doing his dirty work. "He did us dirty," the parrot squawked. The moral of the story: in the jungle, never trust a hippo with a spa plan, or a dog with a business idea.